let's see this from practically when degenerates streamers gets desperate for views. And I gotta say this, guys. Should we forgive the people that did a lot of bad stuff on purpose, by the way? Let's see. Like, for example, Neon. Neon just posted right now on Twitter. Neon has issued an official apology after the Shade Room reposted old videos of content of him being racist. He admitted him doing that for edgy content, so it wasn't mistakes. He did it on purpose for edgy content. Now that he's big, he has a big viewership. He is no longer doing that and is doing the redemption arc. My thing is, it's like I wrote, here's a weird thing. If people forgive people like this, knowing they said crazy thing in the past for clout, more people are going to do it because the redemption arc. So on one end, yeah, if they change for the better, that's good. But the other end, if people forgive, it will just continue the cycle. That's what that's why I would say about these things about people that are doing the redemption arc. Do they really deserve the redemption arc? I think that's fine if people want to change, be a better human being. But if people forgive the people that did shitty things on purpose, not as a mistake is something you not obviously intentionally made it, like you did it on purpose. What he did was not a mistake. He did it on purpose. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he did it on purpose. So that's my thing about all of these streamers who did stuff for cloud, for frame, and all this kind of stuff. And for someone like Neon, me personally, guys, you should not forgive someone like Neon. You should shit on, not shit on. Sorry, you should let him not have gain any bigger with viewership. He should be forgotten and moved on from him. The reason why is because you got to showcase that people, for people that want to become streamers, that there are consequences for your past, especially if you do it on purpose for your mistakes. There are things that like let's say you've done some mistakes in the past, but they weren't like for content or cloud or anything like that. They were just like you were a dumbass in the past, right? But you learn from them, you move on, and you become a better person, right? Those, like you said, those as mistakes. There's a difference when you go on trying to become a streamer. You're like, okay, I know if I say this because you just said this in the video, I'm gonna get wild reaction. I'm gonna get caught from it, and it's gonna really help my platform, like to grow and all that kind of stuff. And so it's like he knows they're doing it on purpose, right? And yeah, like I said, I don't think that should be rewarded. I think the redemption arc should be void. That's just me. Anyways, let's start the video. Very long intro, but yeah.
Clout is one hell of a drug, and these online personalities became addicted. What may have started as a genuine desire to entertain an audience slowly turned into an endless need for attention, because once the views start dropping and the money dries up, desperation kicks in. And that's when things get dark. Today we're diving into the craziest stories of streamers who went to unimaginable lengths for internet fame, starting with Arab Andy, whose brainless antics
oh my god, did he
generation of toxic streamers. Jamal Haraz was a part of the IRL
that was Logan Paul.
The CX community.
That was Logan Paul.
Circle of creators formed around controversial streamer Ice Poseidon. There was a trend of Andy streamers like Asian Andy and Mexican Andy who were pushing the limits of what they could get away with.
They no longer stream, by the way. They no longer stream.
Was one of the most extreme. He farmed donations by letting his viewers control his surroundings. Arab Andy had an audio speaker on full blast strapped to his backpack. Viewers would donate money, and the message they sent.
Packaging tape makes it easy
God damn it, ads.
Close and brand your shipping box.
I gotta get Prime, guys. What was the mouse pad, by the way, Shadow?
Would blare out loud so anyone near Jamal could hear it.
I'm gonna be starting up donations, so I can get self-stick and other stuff like that, just to do more equipment.
Arab Andy is so dumb, dude.
There's more things.
Now, this could often be seen as a harmless prank, but since Andy had absolutely zero moderation, many of the donations consisted of racist language, threats to others, and anything to become a public nuisance. It was only a matter of time before one of these live streams got out of control, and on May 31st, 2018, that's exactly what happened. Arab Andy casually walked onto the University of Washington's campus looking to start trouble. He was not enrolled as a student, but he had his backpack on, on, and his speaker turned up to max volume. First, he entered a random lecture with the intention of interrupting the class.
Well, when like random people show up to my class and start recording me, I want to know why.
Yeah, I bet. I don't know why. Like, they just sent me, dude. UW.
Who sent you?
UW. Authorities.
Who? Do you have any kind of identification?
I work for like the UW, like facility for filming. You know, like the filming.
No, I've never heard of such a thing.
You never heard of that?
No.
We just started hiring last year.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, dude, I'll come back later when there's less people.
Okay.
Enjoy your class, dude.
What?
Yeah, I guess. I bet.
Then he moved on to
What?
another area of campus
I didn't see that
where a
part.
small end-of-year gathering was happening, and this is where things took a darker turn. Nobody around him knew who he was, and without warning, a donation alert blared from his speaker. C4
Oh,
has been successfully
yeah.
activated. Bomb detonation countdown successfully started.
Oh my god.
Successfully activated. Bomb detonation countdown successfully started.
And he thought that was a joke too, man. What an idiot. What an idiot, bro. What an idiot. And he thought this was all a joke. Nothing was gonna happen to him. Guess what? He went to prison. Deservedly
Just to
so.
clarify, most of the screaming you heard in that clip was from the audio file playing from his speaker. Whoever donated found an audio file that had a bomb detonation countdown combined with an explosion as well as those screams. But when played loud enough and with adrenaline kicked in, it's likely that the people around the speaker could have confused it for being real. As the students and staff ran out of the building, the authorities were notified that there may have been an attempted attack on campus. For the next hour, the entire area was locked down while authorities searched the scene. As the chaos spread throughout, Arabandi remained alive. He recorded himself casually walking around campus and captured real-time reactions from terrified students.
Wow.
They were saying that there was an announcement saying that the bomb was about to detonate in 10 seconds or something like that, and that's why they closed the thing. Oh god. Okay,
wait, what? Someone made an announcement in the building?
No way, someone did that? That's fucked up.
As Andy heard the deafening sirens from police, fire trucks, and ambulances approaching the school, he realized his desperate attempt for virality may just have gotten him in huge trouble.
Dude. Look, what the hell, dude?
What an idiot, man. What an idiot.
Holy shit, dude. It's not even a bomb, guys. I don't know what. Damn.
Did the person that donated the money?
Grounds, thinking he was in the clear. He even tried to claim that this wasn't his fault.
Guys, again, I did not do anything. That was the donation, dude. I'm not gonna keep you guys.
Now from here,
What
the
an
smart thing
idiot.
to do would be to turn off the live stream and maybe lay low and wait for the
Right.
police to give up on their search. But Arabandi is not a smart guy. He
Yeah.
continued to live stream and continued to allow his chatters to donate and play random things from his speaker. As he walked through a crowded city street a few blocks away from the school, it was extremely easy for police to figure out who was responsible for the bomb threat. They ran up to him with their guns drawn, unsure if he was a literal terrorist or a prankster.
On the ground.
On the ground right now.
Wait, what's going on?
On the ground, don't make any sudden movements.
Oh, yeah, I'm recording, bro. If you're gonna shoot me.
That's fine.
What are you doing, bro? Put the gun down. Put the gun down. What are you doing, bro?
Your backpack. You got me?
What are you doing, bro?
Record all you want. That's totally fine. Move this way.
Wait, let me take my phone.
If you contacted in place until bomb threat, move away from
What?
it right now. That way.
What did I do?
On the ground.
I didn't do nothing, bro.
Lay on the
That
ground.
was DTS. That was a donation.
On the ground now.
Lacking situational awareness and completely downplaying the severity of the situation, he doesn't remain still and tries to tell the officer it was just a prank. And it's honestly surprising
This is a
that
prank,
American
bro.
police officers gave him so much grace because they had no idea if he was a real threat or not. And as we all know, it was just a prank and there actually was no bomb. But the damage had been done and he was in serious trouble. He was arrested and the police charged him with threat to bomb or injure property. He tried to plead his case and explain that it was just a harmless prank, but the law doesn't see it that way. The courtroom set his bail at $75,000.
Damn!
Uploading
$7,500 for bail, 10%.
Thinking that this was unfair, it's likely that law enforcement needed to make sure to punish him in a way that would prevent other clout chasers from attempting such stupid pranks ever again.
Which it didn't work.
On college campuses. It's unclear if Arabandi ended up serving any jail time. All I could find was that years later he tried to make a return to YouTube, but shortly after he disappeared again. The same thing can't be said for Fuzi, who has a long history of going to great lengths to chase clout, disappear, and come back to set the bar even higher or lower. At his peak, FuziTube had turned prank content into a money printing machine, earning tens of millions of views on simple, harmless pranks.
You just called my butt fat?
I thought you was a girl, man.
You thought I was a girl? No, you know you liked what you saw. Don't discriminate now, it's still Kim K size. Looks like you want to scratch your teeth off, huh?
I remember that video, bro.
Fuzi secured
I remember that video.
Subscribers in the earlier days of YouTube who laughed along with his creative ideas. However, this created an immense amount of pressure to maintain such high viewership, which is why he shifted from mild pranks to thought-provoking social experiments, such as what if the homeless gave you money, and the kidnapping children experiment, where instead of laughing at a silly goose time, the viewer was challenged with a deep introspective assessment. What would you do in this situation? Now,
That's pretty much taking an idea from the TV show, by the way. I forgot what the TV show was called, but they did something similar. What would you do in this situation? If you see someone getting yelled at, you see a poor, a homeless person, or doing something, or whatever, like that kind of thing.
Creating a think piece to assess a societal problem was not necessarily a bad idea.
It wasn't the worst thing in the world.
When Fuzi did not get the reactions he wanted from strangers, he decided to orchestrate reactions from actors or friends that he hired, which turns an interesting thought experiment into a scripted performance that doesn't accurately represent reality. But the real desperation was apparent when he started faking the dumbest ideas, like fake farting in the gym.
Give me a What?
Man, that's some bull. Man, you fart when I'm lifting weights.
Why are you worried about my farts when you're supposed to hear trying to stop the sag?
I mean, but damn.
Other rising prank YouTubers
oh my
like
God.
Duncan were on a crusade to call out Fuzi for his fakery.
But he's still lying by saying this prank's real or this prank's real or this prank's real.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't need to do that. That's why I'm here. It's like it's just the principle of lying. Like, you don't have to lie to people to make a video.
And while it may seem like Danny was being overdramatic, he had a simple point that many agreed with. Pranks are supposed to be these funny, spontaneous, and ideally harmless moments that capture the hilarious, authentic reactions from people. But the moment a prank is staged, it becomes soulless, defeating the entire point of having fun. Fuzi initially tried to justify his actions by saying that every other prankster faked their videos, but his attitude and hypocrisy made him easy to hate.
It was the fakest reactions I've ever seen in my entire life. And yes, guys, but Fuzi, you fake shit. How are you gonna talk about fake shit? Exactly. If anybody knows about fake shit, it's me.
As the years went on, his viewership started to nosedive, which also meant he was losing money, relevance, and then maybe his sanity. That's when the motivational speaker version of Fuzi was born. He started posting these
oh yeah, I remember that.
Positivity,
I remember that.
And mental
I remember
health.
that.
He said he had been chosen by God, that he was here to change the world, that he was going to inspire millions of people and bring the planet together through love. And while the message sounded positive, the delivery felt...
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities.
You guys have scripted.
Transforms your gaming experience.
Scripted.
Unstable.
Damn it.
There's nothing on this earth that can happen to me that I cannot overcome and beat. No matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone does, no matter anything, you are the only person who has the power to stop you. You are the only person who has the power to win this fight.
But even with all of these positive messages, people could tell something was off. His behavior felt erratic, and the way he talked started raising concerns about his mental health.
Anybody at the bottom in a YouTube comment section who goes, you go through depression, you go through bipolar, how the hell are you going to be a motivational speaker? I can stand up strong and say, watch me.
But then he announced something that totally shocked everyone, that he was throwing an event.
I am now, for the first time, going back to the city that destroyed me, Los Angeles, California, and taking back ownership of my life and my power and throwing the biggest event that Los Angeles has ever seen. Halloween on July 15th. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We're just getting started. Here we go.
Fousey named this event Hate
And that was one of the biggest mistakes of his life.
Dies, Love Arrives. He claimed it would be a massive Coachella-like experience that would be completely free of charge at the Greek Theater in Los Angeles, all meant to spread peace and positivity. Now this sounds like a massive project, something that
I hate to say it like this. I hate people who are overly positive. I don't trust those people, okay? I don't trust people who are overly positive. That's a sad thing to say, but in today's world, when people are just like so fake to fake a personality because it'll make them seem more likable, dude. Oh hell no, dude. Oh hell no. I don't trust those people at all. If you see someone that's really, really positive, I don't trust them, right? And that says like I know that probably calls out like maybe like extra Emily and all that, but I just cannot trust people, man, of like who are extremely positive.
might take months, maybe even a year to plan, but Fousey announced the event just 7 days before it would actually take place.
They're getting a free, basically Royal Rumble Coachella experience because like it's just gonna be 10, 9, 8, a different artist comes out, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger.
From there, Fousey uploaded daily videos hyping the event, even titling them Drake July 15th with pictures of Drake as the thumbnail. He even launched a line of merch that had the date July 15th on it as if it meant something huge. This got people talking. It was easily the most attention Fousey had gotten in years. Keemstar
it's great marketing.
announced that he was going to be making a documentary about the event.
That's what I'm saying. All of the signs that I see is leaning towards a shit show, and I want to be there to document the disaster.
However, others like FaZe Banks had to step in to remind everyone to be cautious of Fousey because he seems to be mentally unstable.
We're not talking about someone who's all there right now, okay? He's going through a manic episode, 1 trillion percent.
I don't know if that's true.
1 bajillion %.
Fousey started prophesizing his own life, going on rants about how this event was a message directly from God, and that he was going to unite the entire entertainment industry in the name of love and peace. His desperation for views was so high that he was tagging celebrities in his Instagram posts such as Ellen DeGeneres and Diddy, asking them to show up to the event. He begged LeBron James to show up and promised him that 1 million people would be watching the event live.
Oh my God.
Fousey live streamed it from his YouTube channel, and only about 2,000 people tuned in, so he title, need 2 million viewers for Drake, as if he was going to magically appear somehow. Fousey tripling down on the idea that Drake would be there is maybe the only reason why a couple hundred people even showed up. And to no surprise, they never got Drake. Instead, the crowd got embarrassing performances from no-name rappers.
Like a big wanna me and they think and you know I'm with the shit, so you know I'm about to hit, cause I'm too legit to quit.
I did not know this. I did not watch this part. That gave me secondhand cringe, bro. Like, would it help, by the way, if he had music playing in the background with the beat or something, like that would help a lot. Like,
and then, when no one thought the event could get any worse, the venue was evacuated by police because of a bomb threat.
Oh, of course.
No one knows where the threat came from, and the show was over before it even began. But Fousey wasn't done embarrassing himself just yet. Instead of leaving, he climbed on top of a car in the parking lot and started arguing with Keemstar in front of a crowd of confused fans.
I invested all my money into this event, and I did it for free. My accountant said, Yusuf, where are you gonna make your money? I said, that's not a problem to me. I didn't care. But before I even got to do the event, before I even got to tell my story, you're making a documentary on it so you can post it after the fact. So if it flops, you can have the hot news on how Fousey f***ed up and he should.
In the middle of the argument, Fousey started rapping.
You're still talking about the little things. You're heating up your breakfast when I'm heating up my dinner. Hey, you burning in the summer while I'm bundled up in the winter.
Before immediately switching back to expressing serious mental health concerns.
oh my God. Oh my God, this fucking mental breakdown, dude. And he still had a lot of mental breakdowns. He did it all for clout. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Viral after the attention you're giving me now of you saying Boosie is the biggest piece of shit, egotistical asshole on this earth. I have bipolar and depression. That what you put into my head made me want to kill me.
For the next 10 minutes, as helicopters swirled above, Fousey tried to explain why this event was supposed to change his life, why it was a calling from God, and that he actually wasn't lying about Drake.
I call OVO Johnny and I'm telling him what's happening. And I'm like, am I a leech for this? Am I doing something wrong? He doesn't tell me to stop, and he doesn't say, I'll text Drake for you, or my brother OVO Ryan. He goes, just put your faith in God. So I
this guy's an idiot.
I called Lexi Pantera, a beautiful artist and dancer. She was also in Tyler Perry's Boom-a-Dia Halloween 1 and 2. Shout out Tyler Perry for being my mentor always. I call her just to get her energy. I'm creating energy, right? Around me, through everybody, the universe, everybody's on the same mission.
I think YouTube has destroyed and rotted his brain. I worry for him. This is 100% mental instability. Being off his meds might be dangerous. And yet,
looking for the right post for
Bane.
Bane.
It ended with Fousey just admitting on Adam22's podcast that he never actually met Drake. He just kind of stood next to him one time.
So you didn't meet Drake, he just looked at you. I mean, if he just looked at you, did you really meet Drake?
Do something for me. In the next 2 hours, will for yourself to touch nose with Drake. If it happens, I'll sell my entire YouTube channel. I'll give you $10 million.
Did you touch nose to nose?
Literally like this. That's how it was to me. I did that because I manifested that because I believe in myself, Keem.
Oh my God.
Then a day after this failed event, Fousey decided he would drop a diss track on Rice Gum called Four Ghosts.
Rice ain't got no spirit, got no deeper layer. One ghost writer, one ghost Fortnite player.
Fousey lied about Drake performing at his event, caused a bomb scare, and destroyed his reputation worse than it already was. And the sad part is, his unstable mental health and addiction became his entire appeal as a content creator for the years after. When he returned to live streaming on Kick, he openly spoke about battling bipolar disorder, depression, addiction, and anxiety, turning his meltdowns into viral content.
When you get that upset, we're dangerous. Physically and emotionally.
You're right. You're right. I am dangerous. I am dangerous. I'm very dangerous, and I don't give a fuck.
Now, to some degree, this could be seen as a good thing, to help educate others on the importance of mental health.
I'd do anything. For over 30 years, PetSmart Charities has helped more than 11 million pets get adopted. This week, come to PetSmart to celebrate PetSmart Charities Adoption Week.
And the realities of those.
Alright guys, I'm trying to find the right post for Bane.
Sometimes
for this RP.
Appearances, stunts, or hospitalizations to drive views and sympathy, leading to a never-ending teeter-totter of people unsure of whether or not to feel bad for him or to despise him.
What if I die from my kidney exploding and you guys say we're coming and I'm dead on your behalf in Australia? I hope I die so that I can blame Australia forever and my parents can sue them for every $1 they're worth.
However, everyone can agree that social media is a net negative for Fousey, as attention is his drug and he is willing to destroy himself to get it.
How they should have grinded to lose the weight in the first place. So now before they work out
every day, he just likes to eat. Stop justifying being fat and not having a
Oh my God.
And yet, Fousey's past decade of clout chasing doesn't even remotely compare to Johnny Somali, whose desperation for views got him literally banned in 2 different countries, and now he is facing prison time. Johnny Somali initially started creating content by vlogging his adventures in Japan. Many American live streamers visit Japan.
Yeah, but before that, man, like, oh man, so Fousey, he literally needs to quit the internet, invest all his money on other things to make him passive income, and move on from the internet. The internet is no longer for him. He can no longer handle it. He needs to move on. Like, he legit needs to move on from the internet. Like, he can no longer do it. It's over. It's over for him. He's no longer really going to be relevant as much anymore. And that is okay. That happens to like almost every content creator who lasts for a very long time. Almost everyone. Not all of them, but like, especially on certain type of content that like eventually that dies down of things that you created and is no longer a thing. Like, for example, like pranks, that was his main thing. That's not like a long-term thing, right? And yeah, man, it is what it is. It's like, it sucks but it's like also like you are privileged, like you are a position of where you could do new things without like destroying yourself. And like I said, you can reinvest in stuff. You can get into new hobbies, maybe make that new hobby into content that people are like, oh, this is really cool. This is like something new. Like this is like I don't know, wholesome. Like for example, PewDiePie. You know what kind of content he does now? Because he no longer has to do YouTube anymore as much. He just does his hobbies. PewDiePie just does hobby videos on his channel, right? Like he started doing like drawing. He took up on drawing just for the sake of the hobby, sake of the fun, and learn how to draw. That's what he did. And that's what he made it into a YouTube video. That's all he did, and he had fun with that, and that was a fun series. And yeah, there you go.
Because it is safe, clean, and visually interesting. Its vibrant cities, unique fashion, and amazing food allow for an affordable, yet high-quality experience that makes casual streams feel exciting. But somewhere along the line, Johnny's intentions shifted. Broadcasting his fun adventures turned into what he called trolling. But his version of trolling wasn't just jokes or harmless pranks. He went into public spaces.
Nah, he was
strapped to his backpack.
He was harassing people.
Strangers as he could. He'd say offensive things or blast disrespectful audio clips, all while live streaming to his small audience. Johnny got a taste of the attention he so desperately wanted when a clip of him harassing someone on a train in Japan went viral.
You know Hiroshima? You know Hiroshima? Nagasaki? You know why you do this?
Wow. Yeah, dude, that was the beginning of it all. And you know what? We're happy because he's no longer places where he could hurt people.
Johnny berates this man for 4 minutes straight, repeatedly saying Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which are literally just the names of 2 Japanese cities. Now we know he was trying to make some sort of edgy joke in reference to the devastating bomb attacks that the American government dropped on those cities during World War II. But the innocent man on the train probably had no idea. He was just confused and probably annoyed.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We're gonna do again. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We do again. You understand? You don't know.
Now, Japan is known for its deeply rooted culture of respect, order, and social harmony, and Johnny saw that as an opportunity to exploit. He knew that the average Japanese citizen wouldn't fight back, wouldn't yell, and would most likely try to avoid confrontation at all costs. That's what made this the perfect setting for his so-called content. But Johnny was mistaken, because Japanese citizens were extremely pissed off with his behavior and actively tried to find him and confront him. You could feel how scared and caught off guard he was after being smacked in the face.
It's good to know people in Japan. Let's be respectful. I hope nobody in the chat was saying weird shit. If I go back and whoa, what the chill out. Yo, chill out. Stop. Hey, relax. Relax, nothing, no problem.
1 week later, he was attacked again.
Right now, hop in Discord. Oh, whoa, what the? Yo, you be tripping, nigga. Relax. Yo, stop. Yo, relax. Yo, stop.
As satisfying as it was to watch Johnny get roughed up, it did not slow him down. Even though his safety was at risk, he was getting more viewers, which was his ultimate goal. The only time you actually saw him genuinely upset was when he got a temporary 72-hour ban from the live streaming platform Kick.
I don't know what I could have done to get a 72-hour, dog. They said permaban or only till ice free. I guess they banned me till ice free.
The hate for Johnny just kept spreading throughout the country, and whenever he was confronted, like by this man living in Japan, he would fold and lie like a coward.
Is that me?
Yeah, this you?
No.
You sure?
It's me, yeah, what's up?
I got a problem with you, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a troll.
My wife is Japanese.
Okay.
You go there insulting people like that. You know how many people from Hiroshima joking about that. I know. So why are you joking about it? I was drunk. I know family suffered, people suffered because of that. You're on the train harassing people like that? I was drunk. Don't do it again, bro. I haven't done it again since. I've seen how people in Tokyo whoop your ass. You're lucky I don't do the same, bro. Is that a threat? It is, yeah. Because you go out harassing people like that, innocent people who didn't do anything. Japanese people are the most polite people. Japanese people are the most polite people I ever met in my life. Okay. And you're on the with them like that for what, bro? For a little bit of clout? It's pathetic. Come on, man.
But sadly, his antics persisted.
You watermelon nigga, nigga, what? Show this nigga psycho, nigga, keep moving, nigga.
The more he made it clear that he did not respect Japanese culture or Japanese people, the more they retaliated. And it seemed like every other day he would provoke others like they had to physically defend themselves from.
Bro, it gotten so bad, man. Like, I think this is like the new beginning of delinquent streamers, because there was more streamers coming in and going overseas and being a nuisance. Oh my god, this is just the beginning, dude.
Him. There was one incident that is far too graphic for YouTube, but Johnny and his friend got knocked out cold for provoking the
That
wrong
was
guy,
funny.
leaving his face busted open and bloodied. And you would think that after Johnny Somali got the Mario coin smashed out of him, he would change his behavior.
That was the noise that came out when he went knocked out.
Would have to do something about it. During his time in Osaka, Somali entered a hotel construction site without permission. He started laughing and taunting the workers.
Same old phone? Nah, this is my mic check and mix all in. Gang's all here. Boiled peanut.
But this time, the consequences involved the authorities. Japanese police arrested him for obstruction of business.
Why? Nande? Security check. Security check. What's with the security on this? Wait, why you taking a photo of me? Why did you take so emotional? I'm not emotional, Daijoubu. I'm okay. Oh my. I don't want to empty my bag into there. Why?
The Japanese police were extremely polite and cordial, and they seemingly let him off with a warning. But then his antics got him arrested again, and he was charged with conspiracy to obstruct business after blasting loud music in a restaurant during his live stream. Japanese citizens.
Bro, they gave him so many chances to leave. They gave him so, like, this is why a lot, like, bro, it was so many chances, bro. Like, this is why you can't feel bad for them at all. Like, why would you feel bad at all? Like, what? You know? Or defend them or anything like that. They give him so many chances. Like, all right. I took trolling way too far, which is very disgusting to do in general, especially for innocent people. He got out of that. He got out of so many situations because people didn't want to deal with it. But it's so sad that, like, he was so desperate for clout and now he ended up in prison. Like,
were more than
we're gonna find out about it next month, guys.
Authorities. In January of 2024, he was found guilty, fined a few $1,000s, and was officially banned from Japan. Now, this should have been the end of his antics, but instead, Johnny took it as an opportunity to move to another country. Because for a man as desperate for clout as Johnny Somali, getting banned from countries was like collecting infinity stones. In October of 2024, he arrived in South Korea, and as soon as he touched down, it was evident he was taking his obnoxious behavior to new heights. He harassed even more people using public transportation, one of his all-time favorite stunts. Then, while walking past the sacred Comfort Women statue, a memorial honoring Korean women forced into sexual slavery by Japanese military during World War II, Johnny blatantly disrespected it in front of everyone, twerking and giving the statue a lap dance. This monument is one of the most solemn and emotional landmarks in South Korea.
Wow.
Johnny's disrespect set off a national outrage. Korean viewers clipped the footage and shared it across South Korean social media. News outlets covered it within hours, but Johnny thought the outrage was funny. So he went to other versions of the statue, kissed and fondled them, and even rubbed oil on himself while dancing on the statue again.
Wow.
Johnny continued his buffoonery from the streets of Seoul, taunting locals and daring people to confront him.
So what do you want to talk about? Slang or not? Like, nigga gonna come up to me, bro, why you being racist to other people in other countries? For money. For clout. I've said it many times. I don't give a f. I have no morals. I'm a fucking sociopath. I don't give a f. Put this in your next YouTube documentary. I don't give a f. Our Korean niggas is weak as f. Swing on it. Swing on it right now. I was waiting for him to swing on Johnny. I was waiting, bro. I was waiting, bro.
But this guy right here, he flipped so fast as soon as he got arrested or getting beat up, bro. He left the country before he got arrested. Because I believe there's probably a warrant out for his arrest, but he left. He got lucky and he left. He didn't.
We're ready, Reddit, Twitter, come. Hank is here tonight. We're not scared.
And Koreans took Johnny up on his challenge.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions, Johnny was hunted down and beat up. And yes, every time he was incredibly scared.
What's up? Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's almost starting to seem like he has some sort of humiliation kink, because he never would defend himself, just taunt people, get beat up, and then film his battered face for everyone to laugh at. Another South Korean man attacked Johnny while he was still recovering from his last beating.
Like, he literally got out.
Don't touch my shoe. Don't touch me, nigga. Huh?
소만이 어디가?
Yes, sir.
어디 가냐고?
You guys following me crazy. Listen to you.
어디가?
어디가? What you mean? 어디가?
어디가?
What is 어디가? Oh.
The attacker got arrested, was proud of it, and locals even raised money to pay for his legal bills. But unfortunately, no amount of punches could stop Johnny, until the authorities stepped in once again. In another desperate attempt to clout chase, Somali wreaked havoc in a 7-Eleven for, once again, no reason.
Nope, just clout. Like, what? I'm not really gonna comment too much on this because we talk about John Smalley way too much. It's just, I'm happy he's in prison. That's all we gotta say.
Your father was right.
What are you talking about? 안 된다고요. 소주 안 된다고. Shut up. Police? Call the police, stupid ass.
He was not detained the evening of these antics, but faced criminal charges and was placed under a travel ban, preventing him from leaving the country while prosecutors built their case. Finally, Johnny Somali was banned from YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, and only then did he try to apologize for his behavior, but he didn't really seem like he wanted to.
Right now, you're a big issue, and a lot of Koreans are mad for what you did, and all we want is...
You know what's crazy? All people want a genuinely apology, but nah, he didn't want to do it. He didn't. He's because again, he literally said it like multiple times. It's just for clout. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't believe what he says. He's just saying it for the clout.
For you to just apologize.
And you know who was the same person who did this? Maybe did not went as far as this. Neon. He knew what he was doing was bad, and he continued doing it until he has the redemption arc and wants to forget about his past. It's like, no, bro. You know what you're doing. It wasn't a mistake. You did it on purpose. Should you really be forgiven? I don't think so.
What you have done.
Okay.
All right?
Bro, trust me, it's the only way, man.
Okay, I'll say it right now.
See, they were genuine, but like, bro, just say sorry. You're good, man. Like, you did a bunch of bullshit, but you're good now. And just, I mean, you're not good, but like, if you could move on from all this and have a nice day or whatever, move the fuck on.
I want to apologize to the Korean people.
No, he doesn't.
I'm not aware of the significance of the statue. I was trying to get, you know what I mean? It was just entertainment for my audience. We're from America. We really don't know much about the Comfort Woman or much about the statue where we're from. So when I saw this statue, I came upon it on my stream. At first, I really didn't even know what it was. So now after I see the reaction from the Korean people, I see that it really hurt you guys. And my intention in coming to Korea was not to cause this kind of
Yes, it was.
Hello again.
Oh my.
Am I really moving to New York City?
In South Korea, he was indicted on multiple crimes, including obstruction of business and public indecency, stemming from causing disturbances in convenience stores, playing loud music in public, and engaging in lewd acts near sensitive historical monuments. And these aren't necessarily minor crimes with minimal charges. If convicted on all counts, he could face up to a decade in jail. He showed up to his trial in March of 2025 wearing a MAGA hat, despite being told repeatedly to remove it, showing once again he was not taking any of this seriously, but he did plead guilty to 3 charges, 1 obstruction of business and 2 Minor Crimes Act violations. But Johnny is a clout-addicted idiot, and before he could be sentenced, he decided to once again break the law for attention. He created AI-generated deepfake videos that depicted him kissing a popular Korean streamer named Bong Bong. Under South Korean law, the creation, distribution, or possession of non-consensual AI-generated explicit content is classified as a crime. Legal experts have confirmed that this offense carries a mandatory prison sentence of up to 7 years. Unlike the previous charges, which allowed for financial penalties, this particular crime eliminates the possibility of a mere fine, which means Johnny Somali will be going to jail. During his second trial in May of 2025, he pled guilty to 2 more charges, and his third trial, which is scheduled for August of 2025, will likely address the violence crimes charges. I can only imagine that the people of South Korea want their government to make an example out of Johnny Somali, because if he gets off a mere slap on the wrist, then there will be more desperate Americans looking to clout chase in their country. Because unsurprisingly, Johnny
100%. If they don't convict him and there's no severe consequences of what he did, yeah, he is 100% right. It will literally let you bigger problems in the future. So if they stop him with like a big prison, prison sentence, no one's gonna do that at Korea ever again. No one, unless someone's really stupid.
Somali is not the only live streamer who will be spending time in jail in another country.
Oh, is it Vitaly?
OG prank YouTuber Vitaly is currently behind bars in the Philippines for his desperate attempts at chasing views. Similar to Fuzi, Vitaly's Dorzvetsky became a viral YouTube success for his pranks, social experiments, and stunts. His content consistently pushed boundaries, deliberately trying to provoke strangers and get as close as possible to an explosive physical altercation without actually getting knocked out.
Transactions complete. Transactions complete. Yo, transactions complete. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. You got it. Yes.
But that's only true if you thought these videos were real. After all, we are talking about the guy who in one video apparently got 4 women to give him their underwear in public by simply just asking.
I'll ask for your panties.
What?
I came asking for your panties.
Why?
Because you want to be in my video? We're actually filming a video right now.
Where?
Right there.
Sure, why not?
But for every fake prank Vitaly did, he would follow it up with an undisputable stunt, like when he ran.
And then I believe he had the era of catching PDF files. I don't know how many of them were real. I don't know if any of them were real either, because also there was a thing where like you couldn't even arrest him.
On the field and removed his shirt at the 2014 World Cup, or when he sprinted on the court during the NBA Finals.
This is it. This is it.
Like what?
He climbed the Hollywood sign in LA.
Now we're out covering the Trump rally down at the Kimmel Show, but right now we have a guy named Vitaly up here on the D of Hollywood sign up on Mount Lee. He's got a sign up saying, "I'm back."
And even though he was detained and fined multiple times throughout his career,
he
was
not
pretty
care.
much able to avoid all consequences. In fact, the more he pushed the boundaries, the more successful he got. He amassed over 10 million subscribers, generated 1.5 billion views, and even though he had a pretty classic downfall as viewers lost interest in pranks as a whole around 2017, he was considered a legendary prank prank YouTuber. Before the pandemic, he basically retired, and honestly, it seemed like a natural, normal way to exit his career. But we would come to find out that the only reason why he stopped was because his life was spiraling out of control, as he was arrested in Florida after attacking a woman while he was heavily under the influence.
Your boy can stay back there. Put your hand on the car, man. No, put your hand on the car.
Just lean on the car, please.
Lean on the car right there.
Oh my gosh,
Come
I
here.
lost everything.
You didn't lose everything. Yes. Yes, here. Let me see. Put your hands here. Check it out, see? I'm gonna put them in the front. You gotta leave your mask on though.
Okay, sure.
Mask has to go on. Put it over your face.
Okay, so can you listen to, do you know me?
Do I know you? No.
After a 3-year-long hiatus from the internet, most people figured he just moved on with his life, like a normal person would. But that desperation for views and attention just doesn't ever seem to go away, and he tried to make a surprise comeback in 2023 with a 2014-era style prank that just felt like an old man trying to relive his past. But then he discovered the depravity of Kick, a live streaming platform where chaos is rewarded and the rules barely exist. On Kick, Vitaly found the perfect environment to revive his shock jock persona, this time with no need to hide behind scripted pranks. Well, maybe. Vitaly tried to reinvent himself with a live-streamed knockoff version of To Catch a Predator. He'd set up these dramatic sting operations, exposing alleged PDF files with hidden cameras, decoys, and surprise confrontations. It was all very theatrical, doing things like shaving these alleged assailants' eyebrows and heads as a punishment.
I need permission to shave my head and eyebrows. For what? Because I was talking to an underage teen. Okay.
Him embarrassing these men made for extremely viral moments since, well, nobody felt bad for them, and why would you? These are people who are admitting to endangering minors. The crazy part is he started doing collaborations with the likes of Ryan Garcia, Sneeko, and rappers Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Pump, and...
It was working. It was working.
What's going on here? Nothing. How old are you? Nothing. How old are you? 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 How old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 22?
Yeah.
How old is he? No. No, I am.
Fuck you with my business, bro.
What's going on?
I just wanted to. You just wanted to do what? No, don't be sorry. What did you just wanted to do what, man? I thought we were just coming in for dinner.
Oh, this is like really cringe content because again, it's all fake. It's not real. I mean, but it's sort of genius because who's gonna feel bad for someone who is allegedly, I gotta say allegedly, a PDF file? You know what I mean? Like, who will feel bad? Like, oh, I kind of feel bad for that guy. No, no one would say that. Why would they say that, right? So no one would really want to question it.
Are you going to the bathroom?
He even got Lil Pump to rap his biggest song and change the lyrics to mock the alleged assailant.
You're such a fucking pedo. You
Oh my god,
this
dude.
content was difficult to publicly criticize.
Yeah.
The silent majority of people felt like something was off here. Either these were, once again, fake, and he was paying actors to pose as predators, which you'd have to find some pretty desperate people for cash willing to attach that horrible label to their face, or worse, he was profiting off heinous crimes using real allegations of child exploitation as viral bait to promote his steak sponsorship. Even police officers that were involved were critical of his methods.
We all know what you're doing because this is maybe the third time.
This is
This is the third time I've come to an incident with you guys. Yeah, the third time.
So I kind of know what you guys are doing, and I'm not against it so much. You know what I mean? I get the concept behind it, but there's got to be a better way to do it, and a safer way and a legal way of doing it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's where you don't get arrested for trying to do the right thing.
Then again, that is if you think that's actually a real cop.
Yeah.
When catching predators becomes content for the sake of content, to some, you aren't really doing a good deed, and you didn't actually stop that person from reoffending.
Nope.
Don't you want a better gaming PC that's
Because they don't have anything to arrest them.
Build Redux has that.
These spectacles are all set up and fake, then you are literally profiting from one of the worst, most heinous crimes in human history. But these pred streams came to a screeching halt when one of the suspects got fully naked on stream, broadcasting explicit content to thousands of viewers, many of which, ironically, were minors. Vitaly was temporarily banned, but the 33-year-old was not done getting his fix for virality, so he flew to the Philippines in April of 2025, and he may not return for a very long time. From the moment he landed, Vitaly began live streaming himself wreaking havoc. His goal was the same as always: make content that would shock people, no matter what the cost was. But this time it was slightly different. There was no plan, nothing creative, just straight up harassment.
I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No? Okay. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine.
Vitaly went on a tirade messing with security and law enforcement that day. In another incident, he confronted a guard and then reached towards his waist right where his firearm was holstered. The guard doesn't know who this man is or what his intentions are. All he knows is that a stranger is reaching for his weapon. Vitaly knows he could never get away with that in America because he would have been turned into a memory on the mantle. Minutes later, he walked over to another guard and asked him if he could sit on his motorbike. Keep in mind, this is a piece of equipment used for actual law enforcement, not a Lime scooter. The police officer was obviously confused and didn't say much, but Vitaly decided to not only get on the bike, but started moving it down the road like he was trying to steal it. The next day, he went even further.
Such an idiot.
All the views his recent antics were raking in. He decided to enter a McDonald's, not to order food, but to annoy as many people as possible and make an ass of himself along the way. While standing in line, he looked at his cameraman and said, "Follow me." He pushed past the service area, walked straight into the kitchen, and began asking for the toilet and bothering people just trying to do their job. In the United States, you might see someone acting like this and get away with zero punishment, but other countries are not willing to put up with these antics. Vitaly was labeled by the Bureau of Immigration as an undesirable alien, and by the Department of Interior and Local Government as a flight risk, which ultimately led to him being detained by authorities. The US refused to help him, Russia, where he was born, also refused to help him, and now he is completely stranded and at the mercy of the strict Philippines law. As of June 2025, he has been denied bail and moved from an immigration detention center to a maximum security.
Which is the funniest thing, he was actually granted bail, but they put him back. They put him back in prison. And guys, he is in one of the worst prisons ever, because Philippines do not have the greatest prisons at all. It's one of the most disgusting prisons, and he's not been found guilty. He's just gonna be there for a while until his convention. Convention. Why am I saying that word wrong? Anyways, so pretty much he cannot do anything about anything right now. So he literally has to wait for the court to catch up for his, like, his case. He could use a lot of money to maybe bribe his way, like, to move his case faster. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter, because he is for sure going to be found guilty, honestly, in my personal opinion, because everything was recorded on his live stream, dude. So they have all the evidence they need in order for him to go to prison. So you'll be there minimum 5 to 10 years. Minimum.
Prison. He is currently facing 3 counts of harassment, theft, trespassing, and filming individuals without consent. And if convicted, people speculate that Vitaly could end up behind bars anywhere from 18 months to 24 years. But whenever the subject of clout-addicted live streamers comes up, one man comes to mind: Jack Doherty, who has set an extremely high standard of how low someone will go for a crumb of attention. Jack Doherty is what happens when you let social media algorithms replace parenting. For his entire teenage life, he has been documenting himself trying to do do literally anything that will get him views and attention on the internet. His earliest viral moments came from copying prank trends like prank calling a killer clown goes wrong, doing your dares in Walmart, and taking candy from kids on.
So he never had like an original idea at all throughout his whole like YouTube career. He just took other people's ideas and just made it his own way, which is not the worst thing in the world. But once like he started with prank, bro, they never lasted a long time, and they never lasted like a long time, and his career died for the most part. I don't know what he's doing now, but I don't know if he's invested on money, because I know he's been banned on Kick. He's not. I don't know if he's been banned on Twitch, but you really think he's gonna be a part of Twitch? He's like in party thing now, and I don't know, dude. I feel like everything's just going really bad for him now.
Halloween, cops called. Considering he was a high school aged kid, it's not like anyone would expect him to be the most morally righteous individual. Then again, he did know what he was doing was wrong, as he multiple times ended up in the back of a cop car. But there was a worthwhile reward for these antics: views, which led to ad revenue. Jack was already making more money than his parents before he could drive. Jack's parents took him on the Dr. Phil show to hopefully have Phil talk some sense into him. But the entire time, Jack had a smug look on his face, knowing that this ultimately was good for his exposure.
Great, yeah.
He constantly tried to talk back to Dr. Phil instead of just listening to his advice. One thing about Doherty is that he will religiously study the algorithm. Whatever trend is happening, he will be one of the first to attack it. If there is a new format or medium to exploit, he is all in on it. When the Walmart prank stopped working,
which is smart,
short
I'm not gonna lie,
rock content that keeps scrolling.
Santa is the most mysterious man on the planet, and today I'm gonna use an AirTag to track him. So I had a plan to go to the mall and slip an AirTag into Santa's sack without him knowing.
These videos are highly scripted with absolutely no.
You know the sad thing about all this type of content, like this cringe content you guys are seeing? Every content creator does this. At least people who do RL content. Like, well, here it is. Like, again, a lot of people find it cringe, but the reason why they do it is because it works. So, yeah. They do this type of content because it works. They get like, well, how much that was? For 182 views. Look at that. She did like the trending thing of the dancing boat thing. That got more than a quarter mil likes and got 2.6 views. Like, we could find it cringe. We could find it like not entertaining. I'm pretty sure some of these people don't even like doing this stuff, but they do it because they know they go viral. They know they get views. So we could call it cringe. We could call it like weird. But they go viral, and it's really great to get like, you know, some clout, right? And it's harmless clout. So also I'm not gonna like really dig into much of like it's bad content too much, because it doesn't really hurt anybody for the most part. And it's like these are just harmless TikToks, in my personal opinion. Like, if you guys ever see me doing a TikTok one day, you guys will understand why.
No resolution, point, or discovery to be made. The sole purpose of these videos is to get views. Actually, that's not exactly true. These videos were designed for a much more shallow purpose.
Oh, right. I forgot he was an OnlyFans pimp. I don't know if he still is.
You see, Jack was very open about him looking up to Andrew Tate, who claims to have made his first fortune by starting a lewd webcam business with his 2 girlfriends.
And this is the thing that's interesting about it, because when people hear this story and they say like a pimp, etc., people imagine me to be this exploitive, horrible, evil man, which is absolutely and utterly the complete opposite. So the beginning of it was I messaged my 6 girlfriends and told them they're all coming to live with me, and I had a job for them in London. 2 of them wouldn't come, 4 of them agreed. So the 4 girls flew in. I sat them all down at a table. They're all like, who's this chick? Who's this chick? Told them all the truth. I've been with you all. I'm starting a webcam business. I'm gonna get rich. Some of you are gonna come with me to the top of the mountain, or if you're pissed off, you can fly home. Which is very matter of fact to the point, because I needed money. At this point, now I have not agreed to take another fight. I need money now. So 2 of them left. 2 of them agreed to stay. And the beginning of my cam empire was this tiny little apartment, me and my 2 girlfriends.
After seeing this, Jack was inspired. He began recruiting barely legal women to appear in his content, all of which he says were consenting content producers. Jack would manage their pages and take a percentage of their earnings in exchange for marketing them in his videos. From there, he spent most of his time making short-form content with no purpose
like an OnlyFans for him.
Those viewers into paying OF subscribers.
How much money's in your bank account?
Like 12K.
12K? All right, well, that's your budget. I'll buy you whatever you want from the mall.
And evidently, this works really well, as he has generated millions of dollars. Now, these
sad,
videos
man,
are
it's sad.
and produced in a style that is largely understood to attract a childlike audience, which prompts some reasonable ethical speculation. Is it wrong to make content that appears to be for kids with the intention of converting those viewers into paying for prawn?
Have you ever wanted a sticker of your cat?
Of course it's wrong.
We prefer mules. We still make it fast and easy to order cat
This
stickers.
is weird.
To get started,
That's
This
disgusting.
is a version of pimping. You're pimping these girls out. Do you don't think that's attacking your heart in any way?
No, because at the end of the day, they all, they already want to do what they're doing, and it's just like I just actually make them money doing it, because there are so many girls that actually do OnlyFans and make $0 and stuff, and they're doing it all for what, It's like every girl I work with makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and millions of dollars a year,
Jack constantly uses success and money to justify his actions. Morality does not guide his decisions.
Nope.
When live streaming became a trendy way to generate attention, Jack jumped on it immediately. He realized that the raw, unpredictable nature of live content created even more opportunities to go viral. Plus, it created a stronger illusion that what was being broadcasted was real. He started collaborating with other clout demons.
Oh
like the
my
Island
God,
Boys. He
dude.
was building the world's first influencer circus, where they all thought they were the ringleader, but in actuality, they were all the clowns.
Let's box, guys. Me and the Island Boy are gonna box. Look. What are you doing? Yo, what? Yo, take him. Just take control of him. Over. You gotta hold on to your little.
What?
To manufacture more viral moments, Jack started walking around with personal security guards, sometimes 2 or 3 deep.
And it was pretty much like what do you call it? It was pretty much the Jerry Springer of RL streaming.
Just so he could safely provoke strangers in public. He'd talk trash, get in people's faces, and then fall back behind his bodyguards the second things got tense.
Oh my God.
Go.
Oh my God, the infamous clip, dude. The infamous clip.
What? Little prop, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah.
This is the type of cowardice that almost makes you want to kinda respect Johnny Somali, who at least took his beatings like a man. And even if you wanted to make fun of Jack, call him scared or a coward, he would just turn your criticism into profit by setting up fake skits and being pressed.
Yo, is that Jack Doherty and his parents? Yo, how does it feel that your son's the most hated kid on the internet? Yo, he's like.
That is so weird, man. It's so sad. It actually it freaking worked, man. Oh, dude, it's just like, wow, man. I can't believe it.
Why are you at my door? Yo, he's broke, he's banned, he kissed the Island Boys.
This video went viral where he is seen holding his security's hand like it's his daddy, but this was staged and filmed by Jack's internal team, knowing that it would go viral from people making fun of him. And Jack says he does this because people are dumb.
I feel like that's what I've been doing recently. Like, I've been a lot more chill, A lot of people think I just go out and start problems with people, which is like, show me a clip in the past year where I've like actually done that. Like I really, or even 2 years. It's like everyone judges me off these fake clips of me like walking up to people like this with the bodyguard, but like they're not even real videos. Like people are just so dumb and they just judge me off of like little clips that, I just make to troll and stuff because I know they're going to go get posted.
90% of the time, you only see Jack on your feed by accident, and he is most likely being slapped, punched, almost jumped, or looking like an absolute fool. And that's by design. You'd be happy to know that Jack isn't exactly popular. Sure, he does have 15 million subscribers, but his numbers are way overinflated. His
Yeah, they're botted, bro. They botted.
He doesn't actually have.
Well, actually, no. How many views does he get for shorts? Because here's the problem with YouTube. The problem with YouTube is if you make too much short content, your short content overvalues your original videos. That's the problem with it. Because if you look at if you like the short content, like some of like the most popular, 173, 77 million, 76 million, 71 million. So like the problem with this type of content, guys, especially when you do YouTube, you don't want to overdo it on shorts. The reason why is because it will make your videos pretty much irrelevant. It won't be great. For a 15 million channel, only getting 44,000 to 100K views is really, really bad. Now, he's still making money off YouTube. That's why he's still doing it. If he wasn't making money on YouTube, he would have been doing it. But for a 15 million channel and only getting 100K to 40K, that's really bad. But it's still, it's still good views of making money, but yeah.
Fans. He never built a real connection with an audience because he was never likable enough to earn one. But he does have viewers. Most of his streams sit around 2K, and that's if you think those are real. In one stream, he had 17,000 viewers, but only 3 people were actively typing in the chat. Therefore, the only way Jack maintains relevance is by creating an ecosystem that relies on him entirely embarrassing himself so that Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube drama pages will post the clip and hope that it goes viral. And to some degree, you do have to put a little blame on people who are willing to amplify his content in any way. You could even argue, I'm doing that right now. But sometimes, the only way to shut down a clown is to stop laughing and start booing. However, I think beyond the antics and stunts, what really makes Jack someone worth criticizing is how he treats the very few people who care about him. Like when he nearly killed one of his only friends and didn't care. Jack was
oh my god, remember that? Yeah, yeah.
Custom McLaren. Outside, it was pouring rain. Visibility was almost non-existent because it was raining that hard. Common sense would tell you that the road was probably slick. Sitting in the passenger seat was his friend and cameraman Michael. Normal people would focus on the road, realizing how dangerous the situation was. But Jack was more worried about his stream and reading his chat on his phone. He even made a joke about crashing the car.
Literally, guys, you can't see I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
Then, in a split second, it happened. The tires lost grip, the back end kicked out across the wet pavement. Jack tried to correct it, but it was too late. The car skidded sideways and slammed into a metal barrier. Because of the impact, the camera cut off for a split second, but shortly after, the stream came back on. Blood was running down Michael's face from the crash, and instead of immediately helping his friend, Jack's first instinct was to grab the camera, and worry about his car.
Yeah, like, get this, let's record it, this is gonna be great content, we're gonna post it everywhere, we're gonna make videos upon videos, and we're gonna get sympathy, etc. That's like his idea right away.
The vehicle mattered more than the human being sitting next to him. Then, just seconds later, he asked Michael to take the camera and record everything.
Michael, here. Michael, do you have film on that phone too?
His priorities could not have been clearer. Michael had been taken to the hospital where he received stitches for the injuries to his face, and even that part was filmed and posted to social media.
Hey guys, we're in the hospital.
When you have time, can you help me test my mic for what? Oh, you got a mic?
After the crash, how you feeling, Michael? Just getting stitches right now.
After the crash, Kick issued a permanent ban to his channel, citing violations of their safety policies and community guidelines.
That's really great.
Reflecting on the crash, or the backlash, or maybe focusing on repairing his relationship with his friend, Jack pivoted straight back into content mode. Just days after the ban, he went live on TikTok, not to apologize, but to ask his viewers to donate, promising to follow them back if they gave him enough money. Jack claims
which is
that
crazy, dude.
Big-brain strategist taking advantage of dumb people on the internet. But outside of his highly scripted content in interviews and podcasts, he looks extremely sad, because evidently he isn't just making a spectacle online, he has shown that he has little sympathy or regard for even the few people around him that consider him a friend. His girlfriend left him, and all of his relationships are based on the monetary value that he can bring to others.
I guess, living in a nice house and having nice cars, it makes me feel I wouldn't say satisfied because there's so much more I want. Like, obviously, I wish I owned this house, but I like moving around and stuff because people find out where I live, and then I just move. And I also just like changing up the scenery for content. But I don't I don't want like materialistic.
I don't know if my headset mic is working or not. Oh yeah, I'll go to you on Discord right now. The video's almost done.
That's what I look forward
Like the video's almost done.
Jack lacks friends and a purpose. You can see his soulless, degenerate lifestyle has depleted him of life. He has enough money to retire for.
You know, that's the craziest thing is, like, if you keep chasing for something after a goal, after a goal, after a goal, you are never gonna be satisfied. Like, no matter what you do, you will never be satisfied, bro. Because you keep chasing over something that's like for example, like, you think that get on the fame and fortune is gonna help your life in general. Yes, it's gonna help, but would it fix everything that you're looking for in life? No. For the most part, no. Especially like if that's what you're looking for only. If you're looking more for more clout, more fame, like I get it, man. I get why he's doing it. I get like the income and the lifestyle and all that, but overall, it will affect him to a point where, like, what the hell am I doing? I got nothing else to do. I'm not doing anything else. And I have no purpose in life. That is crazy to think about, because, like, bro, if you have no purpose in life other than just trying to get clout and fame, then you have a bigger problem that's gonna come in your way. Where like legit money will not fix it. Obviously, like, money will not fix it. He will always be looking for something different. That's why sometimes you just gotta, like, chill, like, really look around and see what you have, and, like, damn, dude, I can't believe I have all this, and let's see what can I find to really make me happy, and really pursue other things, you know. And he could do it. He has the money for it, you know. So, anyways.
Ever, and he still will not do it, because outside of material things and views, he has nothing. When he ultimately pushes the boundaries and ends up in jail like Vitali and Johnny Somali, nobody will be there for him and nobody will care.
Here's your iPhone 13 on us.
About time we switched.
Totals got you, Diego. Hey.
Which is true. Nobody's really going to care about when he disappears, because he has nothing. He added no value into the content world. He's not a pioneer of anything. He's not a memorable content creator. He's nothing. As soon as he's done doing his antics, he's nothing. He's done. I'm a sociopath. Yeah, buddy. Wait till you meet a real one in jail. I generally can't stand when content creators' whole gimmick is being annoying as possible. Man, we need to shame that more. And this is the reason why I said about Neon. You should not forgive someone like Neon. Like, I'm not saying shit on him, like harass or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, even though they apologize of who they were in the past, if you forgive what they did in the past on purpose, not as a mistake, on purpose for clout, the cycle will continue, because, like, and back of their head, they're like, oh, you know what? I could do all this stuff, and I could just do a quote unquote redemption arc, and everything be okay. So that's what I'm saying with the whole, like, Neon thing. It's like, it's great that he wants to change, but honestly, people should not forget what he has done. You should always remember people, like, so, like, do not give him opportunities, because if you give him opportunities for doing bad shit from his past, that's gonna tell a lot of people, I could do bad shit then, and I'll fix my life later. You know what I mean? But yeah, good video.